to our India News Hour. Automation is the solution to prevent data breaches. The increasing complexity of IT and general business processes has created a new barrier to effective cybersecurity resilience. There are potential threats including malware, spyware, ransomware, and denial of service attacks that threaten the security of workplaces everywhere. To ensure security, organizations use multiple protocols including encryption, authentication, and firewalls to safeguard crucial information against hacking and breaches. Several threats can be controlled by having such measures in place. Modern cyber attacks have become heavily automated. If organizations try to defend against these attacks manually, the fight becomes man versus machine, with highly unfavorable odds for the organizations. To successfully protect against automated attacks, it is essential to fight fire with fire, or in this case, machine with machine, by incorporating automation into cybersecurity efforts. Automation levels the playing field, reduces the volume of threats, and allows for faster prevention of new and previously unknown threats. However, one compromised account can throw everything into chaos and open the doors to countless attacks and data losses. Cyber attacks across industries have placed critical information at constant risk, increasing the need for cybersecurity protection. In India, data breach incidents have been on the rise. The Data Security Council of India, that is DSCI, estimated that the cybersecurity market will grow from $1.97 million to $3.05 billion by 2022 at a CAGR of 15.6%. This will be supported by increased digitalization as well as increase in cyber attacks. Let's look into today's headlines in VAR India. We are better prepared to face the pandemic, says Tarun Bajaj. Economic Affairs and Revenue Secretary Tarun Bajaj has said India is better prepared to face the COVID-19 pandemic this year and the government won't address the challenge through lockdowns. The government is expected to meet the revised revenue targets. But there are concerns now with the new wave of surge in COVID cases. He further said goods and services taxes, that is GST collections, are showing a rise, indicating resilience of the economy. Joe Biden promised to lift the suspension on H-1B visas, Indian techies to be benefited. US President Joe Biden on Thursday let the ban on foreign workers' visa, in particular H-1B, lapse as the notification issued by his predecessor Donald Trump expired. The move is likely to benefit thousands of Indian IT professionals. The moratorium, which affected H-1B visas used by technology companies to hire foreign coders and engineers, was imposed last June by Trump. He had promised to lift the suspension on H-1B visas, saying Trump's immigration policies were cruel. Google to invest in taxi-hailing firm Kakao Mobility. Google will invest over $44 million in South Korean taxi-hailing startup, the top taxi-hailing company in South Korea named Kakao Mobility. The deal, which places Kakao Mobility's total value at over $2.9 billion, will give Google a 1.69% stake in the startup. The deal places Kakao Mobility's total value at 3.35 trillion won. Google and Kakao Mobility have agreed to cooperate in the development of cloud-based artificial intelligence technology and create synergy between their platforms. Microsoft 365 services outage has been mitigated. Microsoft said it has resolved an outage with its Microsoft 365 services and features, including Teams and Azure, after many users were unable to access them. The cause of the outage was said to be a domain name system, that is DNS error, with this about 8,000 incidents of people reporting issues with its widely used Teams workplace messaging app. The issue also caused outages to sites and services that rely on Microsoft's cloud service Azure. UK's richest woman earns rupees 4,750 crores in a single year from her betting company. Denise Cotes, the 53-year-old founder and CEO of Bet365 Group Limited, pocketed £468.9 million, that is rupees 4,750 crores in pay and dividends, almost 50% more than a year earlier, as per the filings from the online bookmaker. The Bet365 website was launched in 2000. As per the Bloomberg Billionaires Index, Cotis has earned more than $1.5 billion over the past decade. Chinese hackers are targeting Indian organizations, says Recorded Future. Chinese hackers are targeting organizations in the power, oil and gas sectors, offering limited economic espionage opportunities. Jonathan Condra, head of nation-state research Recorded Future, said the hacker group's intent would be to support potential disruptive cyber operations against critical infrastructure, especially if hostilities escalate between the militaries of India and China. Paytm Money is set to appoint 250 engineers for its Pune branch. Paytm Money, the financial services arm of digital payments headquartered in Bengaluru, has set up a technology development and innovation center in Pune and already has a team of over 300 employees. The new facility will aim to drive product innovation, specifically in the areas of equity, mutual funds and digital gold. The company is looking to hire additional 250 engineers across the front-end, back-end and as well as data scientists. Salman Khan invests in short-form video app Chingari. Bollywood superstar Salman Khan has invested in Indian short-form video app Chingari in a Rs 95 crores, that is $13 million pre-Series A round led by Bengaluru-based On Mobile. Shares worth Rs 13.5 crores have been allotted to Khan, who has also come on board as Chingari's brand ambassador. The app has more than 56 million users in India. I like how Chingari has shaped up in such a short span of time, a platform for millions from rural to urban to showcase their unique talents and be seen by another millions in no time, said Salman. CoinSwitch Kuber announces it has crossed 3 million users. India's growing cryptocurrency investment platform CoinSwitch Kuber announced that it has closed $15 million, that is Rs 109 crores, in its Series A funding led by leading global investor Ribbit Capital and Paradigm. It has announced that with over 3 million users, crypto exchanges in India have seen a massive jump in their user base. According to the company, 55% of their user base is from the metro cities, with their first ever investment being in cryptocurrency. The platform has processed over $5 billion in crypto and brings the same trust and security to INR trading. Oppo to unveil F19 featuring Oppo to unveil F19 featuring 33-watt flash charge and 5000 mAh battery. Oppo has announced that it will bring the sleekest phone with 5000 mAh, the Oppo F19, featuring 33-watt flash charge that offers 5.5 hours talk time with a 5-minute charge. It will be launched on April 6th with stand-up comedian Zakir Khan. The smartphone will feature a triple rear camera setup and will be available in a blue color option. The smartphone has already debuted in Sri Lanka. COVID watch. The COVID situation has now become a matter of high concern as the report comes from 11 states in the country with 81,466 new cases reported in the last 24 hours, the biggest single-day rise since 2nd of October 2020. India clarified that it has not imposed a ban on export of vaccines. Maharashtra registered the most number of cases at 43,183, followed by Chhattisgarh and Karnataka with 4,617 and 4,234 new cases respectively. Summing up, many security vendors collect substantial amounts of threat data. However, data provides little value unless it is organized into actionable next steps. To do this effectively, organizations first need to collect threat data across all attack vectors and from security technologies within their own infrastructure as well as global threat intelligence outside of their infrastructure. Many still feel that a firewall can solve the security issues, which is absolutely not true. A firewall can stop a virus, whereas the login screen requires a complex password, but neither gives the user the details necessary to prevent future attempts to breach the system. These excluded details might reveal critical intelligence in the war against cybercrime. While automating security to bring control to the breach, which could stop allowing vital data such as the location of suspicious login attempts to be tracked without the need of a costly and time-consuming campaign. Without writing code, an enterprise can receive detailed login records with the press of a button. Armed with data free of human error, there can be no doubt about the scale of the mysterious logins. When an enterprise with an automated platform notices suspicious login attempts, it can respond quickly. Transformation from manual processes to agile automation process is rapidly taking place. Several studies conclude that automation has been successful at reducing the life cycle of a data breach and the expenses associated with it. Automation not only reduces the cost of attacks but increases enterprise awareness of risk. That's it for the day. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to War India News Magazine. You can download the War India app from Google Play Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.